I'll save life.
According to the World Socialist website, over half of India's 200 million children are out of school and working in sweatshops.
31% of those children are employed as mechanics and work 10 to 11 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Most Indian children working in sweatshops are employed in zari factories. A zari factory is a room that is about 3 meters by 3 meters, with dirty floors and hardly any ventilation. Children have to work, wash, eat, and sleep in this room, with a small smelly bathroom in the corner. They receive 2 small meals a day.
Sweatshops need to be ended because they are denying children their rights to a livable wage, a job they want, and equal payment.
FundamentalFinance.com reports that using children for labor in sweatshops has been occurring since the early 1800s.
The main reason companies started using sweatshops was all of the cheap labor they provided. DoSomething.com states that to minimize costs, companies look for places like India, where the human rights protections are the lowest.
Companies increase their profit by getting rid of as much of all of their expenses as possible. Almost 75% of the retail price of a garment is pure profit for the manufacturer.
T. Kala writes that workers in sweatshops bring home anywhere from $2 to 30 cents a day. Some places will allow workers to do overtime and earn an extra 40 cents.
Major factories who provide products to companies like The Gap,
Nike,
Walmart,
Abercrombie & Fitch,
Guess,
Banana Republic,
and Ralph Lauren have all been found to use sweatshop labor.
According to the Associated Press, Gap sweatshops were being run by a subcontractor that a vendor had hired in despite of the fact that it was against Gap's policies.
Some of the children from the sweatshop worked as long as 16 hours a day hand sewing clothing without wage because the employer said that they were still trainees.
While many people have tried to take action against sweatshops, this problem still persists.
Ashok Agarwal says many of the saved children will return to the sweatshops so that they can continue to provide for their families who are already living in poverty.
Aidan McConaughey declares that in some cases, parents are fooled into thinking that their children will be taken to schools,
when in reality they're being taken to sweatshops.
The Fashion Crimes website states that many women are promised wonderful opportunities and will pay thousands of dollars to be recruited, only to find out they were lied to.
These women will often not get paid for years in an attempt to pay off these debts because their wages are so tiny.
They're also subject to physical abuse, excessively long working hours, and sexual harassment.
T. Kala's writings say that Indian laws, such as the Child Labor Act 1986, do not prohibit child labor but ban it only in certain sectors, such as hazardous industries.
Buzzle.com's Aidan McConaughey says that the Indian economy has been dragging its feet on the child labor problem for years.
The Indian government suggests that up to 13 million children are in forced labor situations, although this is thought to be a gross underestimate by some activists.
There are some organizations that work to fight sweatshops, such as the Clean Clothes Campaign.
Aidan McConaughey reports that the Clean Clothes Campaign is an alliance of labor unions and non-governmental organizations formed in the Netherlands in 1990.
It operates in 11 European countries and lobbies for stronger worker protection legislation.
The World Socialist website tells us the story of 14-year-old Ramesh.
He lives with his mother and younger sister in Ayanavaram, a suburb in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, India.
His mother works from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. at an embroidery company. She earns 100 rupees a day, which is equivalent to $2.
Many days she cannot work because there are no jobs for her.
When Ramesh was 11, he took a job in a sweatshop. He learns mechanical work from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m.
He gets paid 50 rupees, or $1 a week.
Another story we know of is Sylvie's. Sylvie is 16 and works in a leather factory. She is paid $18 a month.
Since she started working here, she has been suffering from breathlessness and is forced to spend her money at a government hospital for treatment. She claims that she has grown very slim due to this.
There are many organizations working to end sweatshops, including the Clean Clothes Campaign, Co-op America, Global Exchange, and Rugmark.
Still, this is not enough. There are things that you can do to help the children in India. For one, find a list of stores that use sweatshops. A good list can be found at laborrights.org/creatingasweatfreeworld.
Limit the amount of clothing you buy there, or stop buying from these stores altogether.
Furthermore, there are stores that you can go to that carry sweat-free clothing. Some brands that do not use sweatshops to make their products are American Apparel and Union Made.
If you log on to dosomething.org, they tell you where you can volunteer, donate money, or start or join clubs related to sweatshops.
If you choose to donate, a good place to start would be Sweat-Free Communities. This organization promotes responsible shopping and local purchasing. Donate any amount that you feel comfortable with.
Once again, sweatshops need to be ended because they are denying children their rights to a livable wage, a job they want, and equal payment.
This is not an easy task, but together we can work toward a sweatshop-free community. Help the children in India stop buying sweatshop products.